Osho, I wanted to make a response to your video. And I got to see some of your videos, and I didn't get to see all of them, but I think I thought it was pretty good. Now, I do want to say I disagree with your video, this one, all right, your view. All right, you mentioned about what it says, well, you have to excuse me here. That's in 1 Corinthians chapter, alright, it says here in verse 8 on chapter 13, says, "For we know in part and we prophesy in part, but when that which is perfect is come, then that which is in part," doesn't say anything about a thing. Okay, it doesn't say anything about that. It says, "For we know in part, we prophesy in part, but when that which is perfect is come." There's only one perfect, and that's Jesus Christ. "Then that which is in part shall be done in what?" Now when he comes, all that will cease, but see, since he is the same yesterday and today and forever, okay, there's no, it's not going to change. Now, as you know, because now I've seen some, who get around and try to say that unless a person speaks in tongues, they're not saved. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that in there. But the point is, people have misunderstood this. The miracles and healing and stuff. The question is, why do you pray? Why do you ask God for healings and such things? See, that doesn't end. Okay, now I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm just mentioning my view on it. Now, I know that we could probably go back and forth and probably really wouldn't get anywhere. But I'm just mentioning what's obvious. People needs to think it over. And the best solution to the whole problem is when they see it, then they pray and ask for directions, because God does not lie. That which is perfect has not come yet, okay? But, alright, there's still, see, the gifts are for the edifying of the body, the church, and for the individual, like the speaking in tongues, and it was for edifying. That's not stopped, all right. But I know you're going to have a different view, and I'm just mentioning my view and what I know of the scriptures. That don't mean I'm an expert, okay? But now there's a lot of preachers they think because they got PhDs, a PhD ain't going to give you understanding of this. Man's knowledge is diddly. It's what you receive from the Lord. The disciples did not have PhDs or things. But the thing always was, even Paul mentions, about that, and I'm paraphrasing that. If someone didn't have the same view, it's that God would reveal it to them, would show it to them. Well, that's what I want to say, either to you or to anybody, is, if you don't have the same view of what I'm talking about here, but I'm sure God will reveal it to you. But see, it's easy for me or anyone to sit there and say, hey, I read this book, a doctor so-and-so is great. That don't mean diddly. What matters is, you can get views and different things like that when you're reading books and all that. Yeah, but what it boils down to is getting direction from God, and saying, okay, Lord, everyone's talked to everyone else, but what do you say about it? But anyway, that was my few cents worth, okay? And I could say more, and it would take me forever. And just like you, I don't feel like arguing with nobody. Because you could be arguing or going back and forth with you know, or something, you know, and it just seems like you don't get nowhere, you know, that way, because then you end up getting more arguments, and then everyone's just thinking about the argument and not what's really important. So, but I just want to share that little bit, and it usually takes me longer to go through things because I am slow. So, I admit that. So, but God bless you, and shalom, and I loved your other videos. What few of them I did get to see. I hadn't got to see all of them and stuff, but I thought you did pretty good with them. So God bless you, shalom, and I hope